Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Carolina Panthers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 21-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Johnson. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
On the stop. It's a gain of 7. Makes it
on play action. It's Bridgewater. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Steelers. A lot of times we talk about being opportunistic as a defense as a whole. Right now it's becoming just one guy on this defense.
And he is doing such a fantastic job because everyone emphasizes taking the ball away, going after the football. But some people just have a special knack for it. He forced 2 fumbles last week, and there he forces another one in this game.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. McFarland running out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this being a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. On 2nd and inches. Bridgewater. Quick slant. Caught by Moore. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 29-yard line. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
29-yard line.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
30-yard line.
Play action now. Bridgewater. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The end result, 21 yards. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Duke Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On 2nd down, McFarland. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And that last touchdown drive they had, very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge, because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. Play fake. Bridgewater into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
47-yard line.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Forced out to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now Johnson. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Call it 7 yards on the carry, so a pretty good game, but still left with a tough 3rd and 8.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Bridgewater. Open man is Anderson. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Right
there to stop him, Terrell Edmonds.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the Steelers.
Johnson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher third down looming. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
1st down, Steelers.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run here with McFarland. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd down now, McFarland. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
When you run into slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. And incompletion as a result.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Reaching the 45-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Samuel. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
To Curtis Samuel. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at their 49-yard line.
Bridgewater. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 34-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. The false start backs him up 5. First and 15. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Duke Johnson, the ball carrier.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
4 yards on
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick. Thus, inaccurate, incomplete.
On third down, here's Bell. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down.
It's fourth down.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll go for it with Bell. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. It'll be a gain of 4. And they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Brings up second and 12 at the Steelers' 21-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. Bell. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go.
Third and 6.
From the gun, Bridgewater. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And they'll try for it here on fourth. Bridgewater and company stay out there.
Get that ball. Under crunch. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
They go play action. Bridgewater trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10 and to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
7-yard line.
On second and goal, Bridgewater. That's complete right around the 8. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6.
Panthers 14, Steelers 6.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll get this quickly out to Claypool. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And it's fielded at the 34. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Dan Bailey set to kick off.
The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
look to throw now on first down. That's into the hands of his running back, McFarland. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden. And they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense. And now, as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
47 to Mike, 47. Check, 47.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
9-yard line.
Incomplete. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
It's 3rd down and goal at the 9-yard line.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
14-yard line.
On first down, it's Johnson. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They go to Johnson again. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Duke Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6.
Makes the score Panthers 21, Steelers 6. Dan Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
After the encroachment penalty, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, check, look at me. Zipper. Bravo. Hey, check, right 21, right 21.
Out of the gun is Minshew. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
28-yard gain. First down, Pittsburgh.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
So what did you say earlier, my man? You said one big play away from getting back in this game. And guess what? There it was.
Yeah, we talked about it, that despite the scoreline, they were that close on the road, and boom, there you go.
Well done, Nostradamus.
And now the Steeler offense staying out there, and they'll go for 2.
Y'all playing the wrong football. Hey, check, Mike.
Again, Minshew looking to throw. Being chased out left. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he will not make it to the goal line. He'll come up short, and they'll be unable to get this back within 1 score as it stays a 9-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter from Charlotte. They'll run it with Johnson. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Huge article in their local paper this morning saying how the 4 interceptions last week led them to that victory. Here they haven't been able to come up with one, and they're losing. Probably not a coincidence.
I don't think so at all. I think you're spot on, but maybe they put a little extra pressure on themselves because 4 interceptions last week, victory. Right now, no interceptions in this game. Had a chance for one, missed it, and they're losing. Probably feeling the pressure right now.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, Charlie. Check back 21, check back 21. Hey, check back 21, check back 21.
Minshew on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
First and 10.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Again, it's Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Right there, 54, right there.
On 3rd down, Bell. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Now Minshew. Completion here to Claypool. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. On 1st down, McFarland. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
From midfield now on 2nd down. Minshew. That's complete. It's Anthony McFarland. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
play action. It's Minshew. He'll get this one to McFarland out of the backfield. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. He dumps this off underneath to McFarland. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They'll run on first down. McFarland, he's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's Minshew. Escaping the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Dante Jackson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
He's coming. Double up.
They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The Panthers on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off around the 41. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Here we go. 60 or. Block it. 36. Shoot.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Minshew sets to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that'll move them back within 6 now. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll start out on the ground with Bell.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check it back, check it back.
Bridgewater here to throw. A screen to Bell. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Bridgewater. Flushed out right. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Check 24. Check 24. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe to get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Bridgewater to throw. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Cameron Jordan in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for Carolina, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.